During last session, it has been discussed MongoDB CRUD operation, right? Now in this session, we'll be discussing incremental MapReduce in MongoDB. Right, before we discuss what is incremental MapReduce, let us know what is input and what is output, right? Okay, now what is input? Now you see here the input is user ID, start, length. Okay, so this is a document. This is a document of user ID. Okay, and this particular user ID A has logged in on March 3rd, 2020, 14/17/00. This is what timestamp, and his length was 95. Length means how long he is in online. Okay, that is what 95. You may take it as 95 minutes. Okay, now similarly, user ID B has also logged in on the same day, March 3rd, 2020, but timestamp is different, 14/23/00, and his duration was 110 minutes length. Okay, similarly, user ID C and user ID D on the same day you can find. Okay, right. Now you just come to fifth document, user ID A. Again, A has come, but day is different, March 4th. Okay, time is 11/5 and his length of duration is 105 minutes. Similarly, for the user ID B on March 4th, length is 120, right? And user ID C and D on the same day, March 4th, okay? And have got their respective lengths of duration. Now, this is what input I give it to the MapReduce, okay? Right, now what MapReduce will do? MapReduce will give output in the form of key value. Now underscore ID is a key, and that particular underscore ID means what? A. Okay, A is a key, and the values are total time, count, and average time. From where this particular thing is generated? From the above collection. From above collection. Now what is the collection name? User sessions. Okay, right. So for the user ID A, which is a key, there exists a value. So that value has come from where? From the above user sessions collection, right? So how did I calculate total time for user ID A? Now you take for user ID A, length is 95, okay, on March 3rd, and again March 4th, user ID A, length is 105. You just add it, 95 plus 105, what is the time? Total 200. Yes, total time is 200. Now how many days they have logged in? On March 3rd and March 4th. That is what count here, right? Now what is average time? Average time is total time by count. That is what average time, 200 by 2, right? For the, similarly, I'll calculate for user ID B also. So user ID B, which is a key, and its value. Now what is the value? See, length. Length is 110. Now 110 is get added to the 120 user ID B on March 4th duration. So what is the value? 230. Yes, 230. Now count is 2. Why? Because March 3rd and March 4th. Now average time is 230 by 2 is 150. So similarly, I'll calculate for user ID C and user ID D. So now output is, this is the output, right? So this output is in the form of key value. Yes, underscore ID colon A is a key. And what is the value? Value means total time, count, and average time. Here value is array. Value contains array of elements, and key contains only one value. Okay, key is A and value is total time, count, and average time. Now from where I have calculated all these things? From above user sessions collection, right? This is what input. Now this is the initial MapReduce output. Initial MapReduce. Now next day on March 5th, user A has logged in and his length is 130. His length is 130. Now what I'll do now? I'll just again do a MapReduce. Okay. I'll do a map reduce. So when I do a map reduce now, I'll not take previous documents. I'll use only these documents. I'll be using these documents to perform map reduce, right? So now what I'm going to do now, I'll perform map reduce on these documents, leaving behind previous documents. Okay, right. So now what I'm going to do now, so I'm going to take this length 130, right? This 130. So this 130 is gets added to the total time 200, right? Previous output is there, right? Okay, so 200, 130 plus 200. Okay, what is the value? 330, right? 330, right? Okay, now how many days? So this is the third day, right? This is a third day. March 3rd is first, March 4th is the second, and March 5th is the third day, right? Count is equal to 3. Now what is average time? 330 by 3, because 3 days. 330 by 3 means 110. So average time is 110. Now similarly you take for user ID B. For user ID B, length is 40. But earlier it was like total time how much? 230 plus 40. So 230 plus 40, what is the value? 270, right? So 270, how many days? 3 days. Okay, 270 by 3 means what is that? 90. Average time is 90. So this is where I'll be performing map reduce. This is what incremental map reduce. So what is the incremental map reduce? Doing map reduce on current documents, current day documents, leaving behind previous day's documents, right? And add the current day map reduce result to the previous day's map reduce output. That is what incremental map reduce. So I'll be demonstrating practically. Okay, right. So before I'll demonstrate practically, I'll let us see a theoretical part. Now I just divided this incremental map reduce into 3 stages. So first stage is data setup stage, second stage is initial map reduce of current collection, and third stage is subsequent incremental map reduce. So I'll just show you. So this is what data setup. This I consider as a data setup. Okay, so this is what data setup. Okay, right. Now once I set up data, next what I'll do a initial map reduce of current collection. So I'll be doing initial map reduce. So once I do initial map reduce, what I'll get this output. Okay, right. This is what second stage. Now what is third stage? Subsequent incremental map reduce. Now you see here, this is what subsequent input, next day's input. Okay, and on that I'm doing a map reduce. So that is what incremental map reduce. Okay, so this is what subsequent incremental map reduce. Okay, third stage. Now see here, to perform incremental map reduce, first you run a map reduce over the current collection. So when you have a more data next day, then you do subsequent map reduce of that particular data and add that result to the current collection result. Okay, that is what this incremental map reduce. Okay, now you see here data setup. So this is what data setup. Okay, right. What is this data setup? So I am just creating a user sessions collection. User sessions collection. In that user session collections, I am trying to insert all these documents. Okay, I'm trying to insert all these documents. This is what data setup stage. So now I'll just demonstrate practically. Okay, and I'll show you. All right, I'm taking command prompt. Okay, now you can see command prompt over here. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to into Mongo shell, Mongo client. Yes, I'm into Mongo. I'm just clearing the screen. So I would like to know where I'm in. Okay, right. I'm in test database right now. Show DBS. So these are the databases existed in the MongoDB server. Now, what I'm going to do now, I just want to use my own database, use increment or use MongoDB lab. This is what my database name. Okay, This has been created. Now I would like to know whether I'm in MongoDB lab or not. Yes, I'm in MongoDB lab. So now I just want to clear the screen now. Okay, I have cleared the screen. Now what I'm going to do now. So first I need to set up the data, right? Data setup stage. So for that, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to create a user sessions collection. Now you see here. So what is this user sessions collection? Okay, right. What I'm going to do now. So this is what MongoDB is manual. So see here. Now I'm just copying it. User sessions collection. This is a user session collections name, and I'm just inserting. So I just copied it. Now I'll try to paste over here. All right. Okay. Now you are able to see that. Okay. Now when I press enter, what happens? User sessions collection will be created. Yes. User sessions collection has been created. Now I just want to clear the screen, and I just want to know user sessions dot find. Just check out whether I have given it correctly or not. User sessions. Okay. User sessions. Yes. So this is what my documents. Okay. This is what my documents in user sessions. So upon which I'll generate a output, MapReduce output. Okay. See, this is a current collection. This is a current collection on which I am going to run a MapReduce, and I'll get an output. So if I want to run a MapReduce, first I should write a MapReduce program, right? So I should write a MapReduce program. So I'm done with the data setup stage, and now I'm in a second stage. Now what is that second stage? Initial MapReduce of current collection. Now this is what my current collection. Now I want to generate a MapReduce output. For that, MapReduce program is required. So now I'm going to write a MapReduce program. Okay, right. So I'm writing a MapReduce program. So first I'll write a map function. See here, this is a map function. So in that map function, I'll be just having a key and value, right? Key. So what is my key? I've already told you that key is my user ID, right? Key is my user ID. In the earlier case, I have told you that, right? What is my key here? User ID is my key. Okay, right? A is my key. And what are the values? Total time, count, average time. So similarly here, you just see here, I'm just first creating a key, this dot user ID. Okay. Next, what is value? Total time, count, and average time, right? So this is what my map function. So this map function will return a key and value to the reduce function, right? So I'm just copying it. Okay, I've copied it. I'm just pasting over here. Okay, press enter. Right, my map function is done. Next, I'm going for reduce function. Now, what is this reduce function will do? It will take what? It will take user IDs. See here. Now, here user ID A is there, and again user ID A is there. So now for both user IDs A, there exists a length. So 95 and 105. These two will get added. So that is what reduce function. These two will get added. That is what reduce function. Okay. So under one user ID A, what is the length? 95 plus 105. 105 plus 95 gives what? 200. So this is what reduce function will do, right? So that is what, see here. So reduce object means total time is equal to total time plus value dot total time. So this is what this reduce function will do. Okay, see here, key and values. What is key here? User ID. Values means all these values, total length, okay, total time, count, and average time will be given to the values. So for that particular thing, we are going to write this particular code, and we are going to return reduced object. So I'm just copying it. Again, I'm just placing over here, right? Click enter. Now my reduce function is also done. Next, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to calculate a average time. I'm going to calculate a average time. From the reduced value, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to calculate a average time. See here, average time is equal to reduced value dot total time. Suppose 200. 200 is my reduced value. 200 by count. What is count? 2 times. 200 by 2 means 100. So 100 will be returned to the average underscore time. That 100 will be as referred as a reduced average time. So to calculate what average time, I'm using finalize function. Now I'm going to write a what finalize function, right? So now finalize function is also done. Okay, all right. Now I'm going to write a map reduce function. See here, db dot user sessions. Okay, so upon user sessions, what I'm going to write? Map reduce. Okay, what is this method? Map reduce method. So in that map reduce method, what I'm going to write? Map function, right? Map function which we have already written, right? This is what map function. I'm just calling map function which I've written here. Yes, this is what map function I have written here. This map function I'm just calling in map reduce function. Okay, right? Okay, now map function I've called. Even I'm calling reduce function. So where is reduce function? I have written earlier, right? This is what reduce function. Yes, reduce function. I'm also calling this one. Right. Now I'm calling finalize function. Okay, right? Finalize function. Okay, I'm just calling all three functions in map reduce method. Okay, right? All three functions in map reduce method. Right. Now, so where output gets generated by map reduce, right? Map reduce program. So where that output goes? Output goes in session underscore stats. So this is a collection name. In this collection, our output will get stored. So that is what this particular map reduce method mean. Okay, I'm just copying it and again I'm just placing over here. Okay, right click enter. Yes, so session underscore stats have been created successfully, right? So I have got a output. That output is stored in where? Session underscore stats. So how can I refer it? db dot session underscore stats. Okay, db dot session underscore stats dot find. Okay, right? Yes, you can see here. Yay. What is the total time? 200. Count how many days? 2 days. 200 by 2 is 100. Average time is 100. But similarly for B, 230. 230 by 2 is 115. Average time is 115. So this is what second stage. So map reduce on current collection, right? This is what map reduce on current collection. Now I just want to add a input. So this is what input on March 3rd and March 4th. On March 3rd and March 4th input, I have done a map reduce. Now on March 5th, so documents have been added. So what I'm going to do now means I'm going to generate output on this March 5th documents by using a map reduce, right? I'll take that result and I'll add that particular result to the earlier map reduce output. Okay, right? So what I'm going to do now, I'll just add a documents now. So this is what on March 5th documents. So now here I'm writing TS, timestamp. Okay, all right. I've copied it. Okay, now I'm just pasting. Now you just know how many documents we have got. So these many documents we have got. Previously it was like only up to here. it was up to here. Now what happened? I have added remaining 4 documents. Okay, remaining 4 documents. This one, these 4 documents. Now what I'm going to do now means I'm going to perform MapReduce on these 4 documents only, right? So how I'm going to perform MapReduce on these 4 documents? Okay, we'll see now. Okay, right. See here, db.usersession.MapReduce. You can use map function, earlier map function only, reduce function. But see here, I don't want to perform MapReduce on previous documents, only these 4 documents, right? Only these 4 documents, only these 4 documents. So that's why I'm writing a query. I'm writing a query saying that timestamp $GTE. What is $GTE? Greater than or equal to. Greater than or equal to March 5th means take those only those documents. It is saying, this query is saying that take only those documents which are greater than March 5th. So greater than March 5th means these 4 documents, right? So these 4 documents, last 4 documents. Upon these 4 documents, I am going to perform a MapReduce. I'll not do a MapReduce on previous documents before March 5th documents. So that is what this query mean here. Now what I'm going to do now, out means collection which contains output. So that is what this out. Now here I have written a reduce. Now what is this reduce? This reduce is a keyword that adds this particular MapReduce, this particular MapReduce output to the earlier MapReduce output. So that is what this reduce here. Okay. Now that what I'm going to do now, I'm taking this one, copying it. See here, I'm just pasting here. Just copy it again. I'll just try to paste here. Okay. All right. Okay. Now my session underscore stats has been generated. Now I'll just look for output. db.usersessions.find. No, I don't want that. db.session underscore stats.find. So earlier it was like 200. For user ID A, it was 200, 2 and 100. That is what average time. Count is 2 and average time is 100. Now you just look at. Now here, now you see here, for A, total time is 330. Count is 3. Average time is 110. Now it has been changed, right? Now you see here, this is what incremental output, incremental MapReduce output. See here, now you just compare previous MapReduce. Okay, now you just compare with previous MapReduce. This is what previous MapReduce. Okay, now it was like A 200 to 100. Now what happened here? For A, 130 has been added. 130 has been added. 200 plus 130 is 330. 330 and count will be 3 because this is third day and average time is 330 by 3. What is that? 330 by 3 means how much? 110. Now you just see, is that available or not? Yes, 330, 3, 110. So this is what incremental MapReduce. Okay,